My name is Raina Costello, and I study environmental and outdoor education at UMD. Last year, I caught over 50,000 mosquitoes. I've always really disliked bugs. So it's very funny to me that my main research projects that I have going on deal with bugs. I do tick and mosquito research at the Boulder Lake Environmental Learning Center, and it's a partnership with the Minnesota Department of Health. I go out from May till about mid-August and wear a big suit. And for ticks, you have a drag cloth and you drag it behind you through different trails throughout the forest. And if you see a tick on your suit or on your cloth, you get a pair of tweezers and you pick it off and you identify it and you put it in a vial. And then at the end of the season, those vials get mailed to the Minnesota Department of Health, and they look at each tick and test it for diseases. And then usually the next April, I get a report of everything that they found, which is really interesting. For mosquitoes, we have 6 traps. Those are left out for 24 hours, and I go and I bag those up. I put them in a freezer, and then they get put into containers, and those are also shipped off to the Minnesota Department of Health. But they kind of look at what species they are and what they would have the potential to carry. I'm originally from Iowa, but I always grew up with a great love of the outdoors. And I would always make trips up to the North Shore for camping, and I realized that I wanted to do something with environmental education, or at least something in the outdoor field for my line of work. And I did a lot of research, and UMD looked like the best place to go do that because it's still in the Midwest, which is where I am from. And, look at where you are. You have all of these parks, all of these trails, Lake Superior. It just seems like a very good place to get that education if that's what you're looking for. I love my job here. It's my dream job. I feel like Boulder Lake Environmental Learning Center is one of the best places in the world, honestly. I immediately fell in love with the place because it's beautiful out here. You have this giant reservoir behind you. Loons call every night. You see deer, fox, snowshoe hares. A lot of the times I'm looking at the changes of the trail from week to week. Like I always notice when the strawberries start growing or when the raspberries are there, the different wildflowers you see from week to week. It's just really cool being out there by myself and getting to see how everything looks different week to week.